and then he can get out, open the door. The first lever puts a bolt right through the bottom of the door, and you can't open it. We're going to do a little high-speed traveling here now from Claiborne to past Mount Nicholas. Yeah, I said Mount Nicholas. I don't know. It was St. Nicholas, a little station, very seldom used, but it was, both stations were a long ways apart here from Claiborne to Abbotsford. And this is a picture obviously shot from the back end of the car, automobile, on the highway from Abbotsford to Mission. Yeah, we got a... on the Chilliwack line, the motormen used to pack their own whistles, and they were a high-pitched one, quite a bit different than the muffled ones they used to use in town. They were so shrill that the people that built the houses right next to the track used to complain about the noise, so they were all muffled ones in town, but the Chilliwack motormen were allowed to put the three-tone shrill whistle on, which sounded way more like a train. Here he's pulling into Abbotsford. You'll notice that truck is waiting there for the mail. Boy, they just throw it in and away he's gone. That's when the Royal Mail used to move fast. Now I'm getting you a few shots of Abbotsford, what Abbotsford used to look like in the late 40s, early 50s. There's a sign there. It says Vancouver 42 miles and Chilliwack about, I think, 25, it said. Oh, you're more than halfway. Just more shots of Abbotsford. Clean little town. There's a BA gas station. Now this one, we're kind of at sea here. We don't know where that, but I assume that is where the CPR runs through Abbotsford, because it's only a few hundred feet over from our main line as the CP main line. So I imagine that is a steam engine at Abbotsford. Well, we're on our way out of Abbotsford towards, we just went under the Trans-Canada Highway, and we'll go by Delaire Station. There's Delaire. And the next one is Vi Road. And when we get to Vi, we're very close to the interchange at Huntington. That was a big interchange that the BC Electric used to bring all the bananas down from the Northern Pacific Railway and also the Milwaukee. It's a switch, this is Vi Station. There's a little switch on the right-hand side, and we used to drop the whole train by, put the engine in there, that whole train, and run into the hole there. A little farther on, you'll notice one of the 940s, one of the brand new diesels that they bought around about 1948, sitting in there. That was the start of the beginning of the end of the trolley wire. Here he's coming around the bend, crossing the highway that goes from Abbotsford to Sumas. And that's the depot at Huntington. There was a man and his wife usually there all the time in that house, and it was also the depot. And they went out the back door. They were in the United States. It was almost right on the border there. Now we're missing a whole bunch of stations here. There's Watcom Road, there's South Sumas, there's Arnold, there's Norton, and we arrive now at the power house at Veder Mountain. And there's a station, Veder Mountain Station, just around the corner. And just as we leave here, there's a couple of deer on the track there, and Yeah, they don't know which way to go. We'll catch. There they go. Look at them. And they're nice looking little deer. Little whitetails. Oh, we didn't get them. They got off the track in time. And we go around. We're going past Reclaim. You notice all that grass down there was 30 feet of water before they drained Lake Sumas. And there's Reclaim and Kidd, but the next station we'll see will be Belrose. That's the siding down to Kidd. Or, pardon me, down to Reclaim. I was sitting in the siding with a motorman on a freight train one time when I was a young feller, and I said, why did they cut all these cuts and rock cuts all around the mountain when they could have built the railroad right down there on the flat? And he looked at me and said, kid, when I was your age, there was 30 feet of water. We'd get out and have a swim there. It was old Howard Mortison. Very dry humor, but here's Belrose. And that's Ken Hudson's car parked there. He's up in the bushes taking the picture. There you can see the farmlands in the distance. It's all flat. It must have been a very shallow lake, but it was huge. Yeah, we go by a couple more stations here. Sinclair. There's siding at Sinclair. And Stewart station's right in here. And we're just about the end of the Veder Mountain. We'll come out to Yarrow and very shortly. There was quite a community at Yarrow. Yeah, that looks like some of the buildings at Yarrow. I was a brakeman on 3 and 8, and he used to leave Vancouver about 5:30 at night. And when we got to Yarrow, I always felt I was getting close to the end of the line. It seemed to take forever to get up there, and all dark. Now we're leaving Yarrow, and there's quite a fill across here. And it gets to the Veder Canal, where we have a steel truss bridge going across the Veder Canal. The reason they call it the Veder Canal, because I think the Veder River used to run into Sumas Lake and then out into the Fraser. So when they drained Sumas Lake, they had to dike the Veder. And then they called it the Veder Canal, because the Veder River is higher than the land right here. You notice we're on a fill all the way through here. This is a very little used station. It was Veder River. A few fishermen used to get off there. There's the steel truss trestle. We're looking back now towards New Westminster, and you see the Veder Mountain in the distance behind. As soon as we get over this bridge here, it won't be long, we'll be at Woodruff. Used to be a logging road cross here at Woodruff. It was very, very busy. I guess, imagine it crossed here and went over to the CN line. All I remember, it was abandoned, but I remember the diamond and the tracks were still there. Well, looks like we're getting by Lickman. And there's Lickman, there's South Sumas, and there's Evans Station along here. After we leave Evans, we'll be coming into Sardis.